I want you guys to imagine a scenario. You're in a school, and when it comes time for rolling and people are going to choose partners, no one ever chooses you. And when you go and try to ask somebody to roll, they make a face like, oh, I don't want to roll with this guy or this lady, right? Who is more likely to be incorrect in this situation? The person who everybody refuses to roll with, or everybody else? I argue that it's most likely the fault of the person who nobody wants to roll with. And there may be a few important reasons why no one wants to roll with you. Number one, it could be very simple. It could just be hygiene, okay? Perhaps you don't smell good, okay? Maybe you didn't shower like you were supposed to, or wear deodorant, or brush your teeth. And people obviously, or trim your nails, that's a big one. And people don't want to roll with someone who doesn't do those things. So make sure your hygiene is okay. Now, maybe your hygiene is okay. What's another reason why someone might not want to roll with you? Well, perhaps you're known for being a spaz. Perhaps you're known for injuring people and throwing stray elbows and knees when you're trying to work your way out of situations because you're not willing to be controlled in your explosive movements. That is a very big reason why someone may not want to roll with you. They don't want to risk injury. Another reason why someone might not want to roll with you is because perhaps you don't spaz, but you're very competitive and you rip submissions. It's very important to you to get that win in training. That is the worst reason why someone may not want to roll with you, and it's a very good reason. If you are ripping submissions hard on people, especially people that are not competitors, that is your fault and not theirs. You need to make sure that you're trying to protect your training partners and prevent them from getting injured. And the easiest way to do that is to make sure that you set up submissions fast, but you apply the finish slowly so that you don't do damage to your training partners. Because guess what? You hurt enough training partners, you get a reputation for doing that, well, no one's going to want to roll with you. So those are just some things that you guys can do. If no one wants to roll with you, perhaps that is the reason. Now, maybe you're a bigger guy and you don't think you spaz or you don't think you try to hurt people. Well, maybe you need to control the way that you apply your weight a little bit better when you train, okay? And you need to be a little bit more willing to not just completely crush someone who is much smaller than you and maybe isn't a competitor. Now, I've mentioned in previous videos, if you're a big person, that when you train, you should use your size and your weight, and it does not make any sense to withhold that asset from yourself because a flexible person is not going to withhold their flexibility. A fast person is not going to withhold their speed or their athleticism. So why should you withhold your weight? Well, in most situations, you shouldn't, okay? But you need to know how to use your size and strength in an appropriate way. If you're just squeezing on someone's head, trying to use your weight and your strength to crush their head in something that's not really a submission, well, you're not using it in a smart way, right? Someone your size is going to be able to survive that, but someone that's half your size may just tap because they don't want their neck to get cranked, and that's not how you want to be submitting people. You want to be submitting people in a technical way. If you're using your size and your strength and your pressure in Scarfold, for instance, and you're making sure you're applying a lot of weight, but when you actually go to submit, you're doing a technical submission, I guarantee you more people are going to be okay with that, and they're going to want to roll with you. Maybe there will be some people that they just want to avoid a hard roll, and maybe you're a hard roll. That's on them. But it could also be that you're just using your size and strength in a way that's not conducive to you getting better, not conducive to your training partner getting better, and is ultimately just ego hunting for submissions and squeezing the crap out of people over trying to learn how to use proper technique. So consider some of those things, guys. Maybe some of those things apply to you. Maybe there is something wrong with the gym culture to where no one wants to roll with you. That could also be a possibility, but generally speaking, I found that that's not the case. Thanks, guys, for watching. I hope you found this video informative. If you agree with this content, make sure you share it out. Even if you disagree, make sure you share it out. You guys can post your disagreements in the shared out video. Maybe you can have a debate amongst your friends. Make sure you drop a comment also if you disagree. Smash that thumbs up button. Thanks a lot for checking us out, guys. I'll see you next time.